Everyone, so just thought I'd make a video on why I've stopped, why we're going to stop eating rice. And many of you may know there's been a few videos recently by Dr. Michael Greger, nutritionfacts.com, and anyway, he's been making tons of videos, and I've seen them in my feed, and I just haven't really got around to watching them. And anyway, we've both watched them now over this weekend, and anyway, I'm just thinking, like, you know, everything that he's saying, like the rice being like 100 and just like was it like one serving, and that's like a tiny little calorie restricted serving as well, like 1 cup or half a cup or whatever it was, and that was it was saying that there was like 150 times the safe limit. And bearing in mind that safe limit is made, is randomly made almost anyway. So yeah, we both decided that from now on we're just going to, we're not going to say that we're never going to have rice again, but we're certainly not going to have it as a staple. You know, I guess if push comes to shove, maybe we'll have rice. I mean, we're not going to be that purist that we'll, you know, we'll die of, you know, starvation instead of having rice. But the point is, I mean, I've still got all these skin problems. You know, I've still, I tried to do like elimination diets. You know, I've been vegan now for 3.5 years, and you know, obviously for, I would say, a year now I've been predominantly whole foods, and it's like, just let me come out of the sun. It's like, at the end of the day, right, we don't need, if there is a potential of like extra poison in our food, and we can avoid it, which we can by not having rice. You know, there's so many other things. There's potatoes, sweet potatoes, pasta, corn, barley. We bought some barley today to try. We've never really, well, I've never really had that, and thought we'll try that. We're going to look at like cooking the bananas, like grilling them. Apparently they always do it here. I've never actually tasted them, but they're supposed to be really nice, like grilled bananas. So we're going to try that as well in the evening. So yeah, there's many options for us. At the end of the day, like I was saying, I've still got my skin issues. You know, I actually tried an elimination diet where I was trying to eliminate things, but I'm still smashing in rice every single day. And there literally hasn't, in the last 3 years, been a time where I haven't eaten rice every couple of days. It's been probably 3-4 times a week average, and then there was times where I was eating it once a day, sometimes even twice a day. Sometimes I'd have a small lunch, sometimes I'd have a dinner with it. So at the end of the day, and the amount that we eat, you know, I'm eating like 400 grams dry of rice for my evening meal. So what's that like? That's like three or four times the recommended serving or whatever, and then the recommended serving was already 150 times over the limit, so that's like 600 times over the limit. And I'm having over the arsenic limit, and I'm having that every single day or every couple of days. So it's too dangerous, so I'm not going to take the risk. One of the things it says as well is it can fuck up your immune system. So psoriasis is an autoimmune disease. So obviously, for all I know, I could do this and then it clears up my psoriasis. I mean, I remember when I quit MSG, that cleared up my, I got like a massive shaving rash, and that used to get pretty bad. So yeah, so anyway, I'm going to, both of us, at least I can speak for myself, we're going to give up rice essentially. We've got rice in the cupboards. We'll see how we get on without it for a couple of weeks. You know, it was never like my favourite grain anyway. The main reason I was eating rice was because it was cheap. It was never like I looked forward to having rice, because all the rice is so bland that I have to throw loads of sauce on it anyway to even get it down. The other stuff, even pasta, potatoes, bananas, things like that, really tasty. You know, I could just literally just smash them in, and they were really enjoyable. So anyway, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to cut out rice. Like I said, we've got some in the cupboards. Maybe if it's an emergency, like, oh no, we've run out of sweet potatoes, or the sweet potatoes have gone all bad, or the corn's gone bad or whatever, then yeah, we've got the backup plan. But it's possible that we might even give some away, something like that. We haven't decided that yet, but we'll see how we go on for a couple of weeks without it anyway. So anyway, let me know your thoughts on this. Maybe I'll link some of the Dr. Greger videos below, or you just find them yourself. Just type in arsenic in rice or whatever, and no doubt it'll all come up. I'm not sure if this is a recent thing or if I've been poisoning myself all this time. So yeah, it's definitely concerned me. Who knows how many health conditions. I'm not saying it's one of them things that's going to kill you, but it's one of them things that may make you constantly sick, or may give you may stop your body from being like optimum health. And I'm all about my body being like optimum health. And you know, I just look at how I'm eating, I'm exercising, I'm doing these things. I want my body to be in its best health as possible. The last thing I want to do is be smashing in arsenic accidentally, whatever, right? So I'm going to give up rice. Let me know what you think about this. I know that certain people just totally disregarded this advice, but I know that for a fact those certain people don't give a shit about health anyway. So yeah, so if anyone's following certain people who have just you know, cut the hair in a certain way to mock people and things like that, at the end of the day, right, this Dr. Michael Greger guy, there's nothing in it for him. You know, he isn't even making any money off his fucking YouTube channel. He's certainly not getting paid by anyone for dissing rice, is he? You know, it's not like, oh, the potato industry is paying him loads of money to like insult rice or anything like that, because there's no money in it. He promotes broccoli. He isn't getting paid for promoting broccoli, right? So the point is, he's a very impartial guy. You know, he's reading studies as well, studies upon studies upon studies. Maybe some of it's a little bit dodgy, but this was study after study after study about arsenic in rice, and at the end of the day, it ain't worth the risk for me. Even if there's this much risk, I'd rather avoid it if I can. In the you know, like I said, I'm not going to be some sort of purist or whatever, but at the end of the day, if I can avoid something that I know most likely contains either a lot or a little bit of arsenic, then I'm gonna, because arsenic is a fucking poison, right? So it's just like people avoiding fluoride in the water. It's, you know it's there. Even though there's a little bit and it's not going to kill you, it's like it still does damage. So you might as well avoid it if you can, right? So anyway, just making this video, just putting that out there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like if you like it, dislike if you dislike it, subscribe if you haven't already, and see you in the next video, everyone.